What's up, my fellow Shield Brothers, and welcome to the beginning of our new campaign for the Immortal Empires DLC for Total War Warhammer 3. That's right, we are playing Immortal Empires, and who better to play in Immortal Empires than the Empire itself? We will be playing as Karl Franz of the Empire. So, first off, we gotta talk about the map, right? Map, freaking huge, freaking humongous. You might have seen my VOD from playing Grumbrindle way over here. It is huge. Look at this. Look at this glorious, glorious map. So, we start off with great swords, handgunners, Reikland, mortars, swordsmen, and halberdiers. All good units. And we will start right there in Reikland. So it is cool because each member of the Empire has their own faction now. There's Emperor Karl Franz for the Reikland. There is Balthazar Gelt of the Golden Order. There is Marcus Wolfhart of the Hunt Marshal's Expedition. And, of course,
blessings of Sigmar upon you.
Volkmar the Grim with his new Cult of Sigmar, which I was tempted to play them, gotta say. Was tempted, but they are way down here. And I want to play as Karl Franz himself and create the Empire. So real quick, for the lore, Karl Franz is the Emperor. He is Prince of Altdorf and Elector Count of Reikland. Karl Franz is said to be the greatest statesman the old world has ever seen. He is also a military genius and a valiant general. The Emperor frequently takes personal command of his soldiers, wielding Gal Maraz, the fabled hammer of Sigmar himself, like the warrior god of old, smiting enemies of the Empire with every blow. Karl Franz often rides in the battle on the back of Deathclaw, reputed to be the mightiest Imperial griffin that ever lived. A powerful bond exists between the beast and its master, one forged in countless battles and many adventures. During the Battle of Blood Keep, Deathclaw stood over the prone form of the wounded Emperor for 3 hours, slaying any who came near until the Reiksguard could finally hack a path to their fallen lord, thus saving the life of Karl Franz. So we are playing in the Empire in the heart of the old world. So we have Imperial authority, which means we can develop authority by engaging in internal politics and quelling problems to enforce confederation, vassalage, or war. We also have some in the Elector Counts. We can secure the fealty of the Empire's lords to govern or take over by force, assigning them new, more loyal Elector Counts. So basically we get to play statesman, right? It's kind of like HRE type, vying for loyalty type stuff. And then we also have a well-rounded unit roster with a wide range of magical lords and war machines. So that is Karl Franz, Reikland, and who we will be playing. So this will be probably replacing our Bannerlord campaign, seeing how the Old Realms mod is bugging out for me. So it might be Mondays is Thoric Ironbrow and Wednesdays and Fridays are Karl Franz, but we'll have to see how this playthrough goes and if I can get that other working. If I can get it working, I might do one a week. I might do like Monday Thoric, Wednesday Bannerlord, and Friday Karl Franz, but we'll see. If we could do that, you know, get a little bit of variety in that, I think that would be really good. So here's our unit and spell browser. Here's the lords we can get to. Infantry, cavalry, and chariots. Artillery and war machines. Missile infantry. Heroes. Missile cavalry and chariots, war wagons. And the Black Lions. And then, of course, our extended roster with all of these legendaries. So with that, let us dive in, my shield bros. For the Empire. For Sigmar wills it. From the icy sea of claws in the north to the soaring Black Mountains in the south, the individuality of the Empire's provinces is much defined by its landscape. Its vast forests provide food and the materials of production, while wide rivers and traversable valleys facilitate trade and transport. Yet at times, the land itself seems to strive against progress, concealing monsters and enemies of all sorts amongst its craggy passes and dark groves. Peril awaits within and without, but the nations of men have thus far proved equal to the challenge. I will see you guys on the map.
Now is the time, men of the Empire, to unite!
So the first thing that we have to really deal with is the Empire Secessionists. Like Karl Franz just said, it is time for us to unite. So this is the beta. If you want to read about the beta, you can pause here, see what they have to say. I've already read this, and they include the Discord, the forum, game director signature. So here's our current little Altdorf. So we have 3 provinces we need to take back from the Secessionists. And this is the giant map. So as of right now, the elector counts are kinda split.
The elector counts of the mighty Empire. Each may have their own agenda, but perhaps you can convince them to unite as one.
Sigmar's will!
So he is the elector count of the Wasteland, but Marienburg has kind of rebelled. They're not really part of the Empire right now.
Fine.
Karl Franz is us.
So?
There is Wissenland, which is at 2.
Ready.
Solent under Balthasar, which is 7.
All right.
5 for Everland.
Who called?
5 for Stirland.
I am invincible.
Sylvania is not currently, but we can, once we conquer those lands and return it to normal, we can establish a elector count.
The Empire.
Ostermark is 4.
Yes.
Hallebeckland is 7.
Yes.
Hochland is 6.
What?
Ostland is 6.
Who called?
5 for Northland
The Empire.
and 3 for Middenland. So my plan is to try and save up a bunch of prestige and money and win over the lords rather than have to war deck all the time right away.
I am Franz. They will obey.
I am Franz.
Yes.
So yes, we will move you in just a second. But first, state troop standards, leadership +5 for infantry and speed +5% for infantry units. Both which will be very, very important for us. And I think that's what we will go with for now.
By the comet.
We will
No
go
peace,
attack
just
Ludenhof.
war.
Come here, you. So it's a decisive victory. We'll fight it just to show the starting force of Emperor Karl Franz. Grasslands versus the Empire Secessionists. They have 2 swordsmen, 2 spearmen, and a crossbow. We have great swords, everything that I listed earlier. So let's fight in the name of the Empire and Sigmar. Alright, ShieldBros, we are loaded in. Balance power is quite in our favor. Our men of the Empire ready to make war. Those are the great swords. Alright, so we're going to utilize this pass here.
We are ready! Swordsman!
There we go.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
Loaded, sir!
By
Right guard over there. Handgunners.
Handgunners!
Handgunners.
For Heldenhammer!
Mortar.
Altdorf!
And Karl Franz himself. Let us start the battle.
Ready for war! My rule is absolute!
Handgunners.
Yes, sir! Quickly!
Mortar! Yes, my lord! Quickly! Sir! Yes, sir!
Handgunners.
Reichsguard!
Move up the Reichsguard so we can use the shock cavalry.
Power of the
Ulrich's wrath on them!
Look at Karl Franz. Look at him, ready to do war. The mortars are going to work on the crossbows.
At your service! Hand gunners!
We are Sigmar's heirs! Ready for war! For Heldenhammer! Charge! Show us the foe!
There
For
we
the
go.
Empire! Handgunners!
For Heldenhammer!
Alright, you
Hand
guys
gunners!
shoot them
Great
now.
swords!
Finding range, sir! For Heldenhammer!
Go get the swordsman.
Handgunners!
Hold your fire. Ooh, nice charge there from the Reiksguard.
We are Sigmar's heirs! Prepare for combat! Swordsman! For Heldenhammer! Prepare for combat!
They can duke it out.
Handgunners! By Galmarat!
Get them! Activate Reikland Runefang. Yeah!
Reiksguard Knights! For France! Moving now! Sigmar!
There we go.
Show
They
us
are
the
breaking.
foe. Ready for war! Great swords! Our steeds are restless. Our weapons are yours. Charge! Take the ground! Sigmar!
Missiles ready!
Hold your fire.
What do you bid?
Prepare for combat! Reiksguard Knights! Yes, sir! Sir! For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
For the Warhammer! Prepare for combat!
By God!
There we go.
Handgunners! Attack!
Good work, handgunners.
By Ulrich's
Now we're just gonna
throne!
work on wiping out the units.
Reiksguard!
Halberdiers!
Reiksguard Knights! Swordsmen! Men!
Fight for our right to live! We are Sigmar's heirs!
Look at the dead secessionists. They dare not stand. Nay, they cannot stand against the might of the Empire.
Correct! Strike!
Well fought, men. Well fought. Well fought indeed. Fast forward. Got as many kills as we could. Wipe out these swordsmen. Wow, that swordsman does not want to go down. Take him. Come on, boys. Beat him up. There we go. Decisive victory. Brilliant. We'll take a look at the kills and then I will meet you on the campaign map. So 27 kills, 45 kills for the handgunners, 75 for the Reiksguard, 27 for the mortars, 71, 30 for the swordsmen, 25 for the halberdiers, 79 for the great swords. So we deployed 575, we lost 36, remaining 539. They deployed 429 men, they lost 387, remaining only 42. Brilliant. We have crushed the secessionist army, so next we shall take their settlements. Like I said, I will see you on the campaign map.
A prestigious act indeed. All those who lead within the Empire must be willing to fight.
As is my right by Sigmar's crown. Let's go. Step to it.
Your empire is a beacon of civility in a savage world, sire. It is your task, nay, your privilege, to see that it does not fall to the countless evils that threaten its borders. Study your own strengths and those of your enemy carefully.
Now, raise your weapons. So, yes.
Sigmar's will. Approach as friend and make your offer. On it!
Yes?
Approach and make...
Who calls?
Approach and make your offer, that I make no promises to my...
On it!
So,
Approach as friend.
the
Greetings on behalf...
What?
Greetings on behalf of the Empire. Now what brings you here?
Affirmative?
All right.
Greetings on behalf of the Empire. Now what brings you here with a sheathed blade?
Yes.
Yes?
By Sigmar's will, come in peace.
Agreed?
Yes. Sigmar's will. Approach and make your...
It is time. I will set aside my studies for a moment to hear your words.
Champion of the... You come to Bretonia.
It is time. Hail to your Emperor. Onward. What?
None shall... The Tsarina bids you welcome.
You dare? Champion of the Dark!
Is it time? Ulrich's will! By Sigmar, no! No.
Who calls? Approaches friend. So, the Empire. Welcome, my countrymen. Sigmar's will.
What?
Protector of the realm. These lands are ours by the right granted from the Lady of the Lake. What do you want?
King Luenleon. The Empire only cross the Grey Mountains when they need something.
The internal politics of the Empire are never easy, my lord. But this is an opportunity to show other electors.
The Empire. I will not obey. No peace, just war. I refuse. valiant lord.
Your Imperial authority has lessened, my lord. Your lesser lords are growing more weary of your...
Men, I will fight with you. Into battle! Attack! To war!